Ninjas didn't flip through the air, they didn't yell before attacking, and they definitely didn't wear bright colors. Everything Hollywood taught you about ninja combat. Wrong. I'm about to show you the 7 deadliest techniques real ninjas actually used and why they'd destroy any movie ninja in seconds. I'm Courage Spark, and I study ancient ninja techniques. Hollywood has ruined our understanding of real ninja warfare. In this video, you'll learn 7 actual techniques backed by historical evidence, and technique number 7. It's still banned in modern martial arts. Let's expose the truth. Hollywood myth. Movie ninjas run on rooftops making noise. Dramatic entrances with backflips. Everyone knows they're coming. The reality, real ninjas were invisible, not because of magic, because of method. They moved during natural noise. Wind, rain, festivals. They studied guard patterns for weeks. When they struck, targets never knew anyone was there until it was over. Let me explain the proper silent walking technique. Ninjas used heel-to-toe weight distribution. They stepped during environmental sounds as cover. Here's the psychology. Guards expect loud threats, not silent ones. This made ninjas nearly impossible to detect. Historical example, Hattori Hanzo's infiltrations were legendary because of this technique. He could move through enemy territory completely undetected. The silent approach wasn't just about being quiet. It was about becoming a ghost, and this is just the approach. Wait until you see how they actually struck. Hollywood myth. Long elaborate fight scenes. Ninjas playing with their opponents. 5-minute sword battles that look amazing but make no tactical sense. The reality, ninjas had one rule, 3 seconds maximum. Any longer and reinforcements arrive. Any longer and you die. Strike. Eliminate the threat. Vanish. 3 seconds. That's it. Why 3 seconds? Because sound travels. Guards react. Your escape window closes. This wasn't optional, it was survival. How did they train for this speed? Reaction drills. Muscle memory. Thousands of repetitions until the strike was automatic. The technique was simple. Incapacitate in one strike, not kill slowly. The targets, throat, eyes, knees, anywhere that ends fights instantly. No wasted movement. No second chances. I covered this in detail in my shorts, link in the description. But here's what you need to know. 3 seconds separated living ninjas from dead ones. But what if 3 seconds isn't enough? That's where technique number 3 comes in. Hollywood myth. Pressure points are mystical or magical. One touch and people fly backwards. Overly theatrical demonstrations that belong in fantasy movies. The reality, pressure points aren't magic. They're anatomy. Ninjas studied the human body like surgeons. 12 specific points that, when struck correctly, cause instant paralysis or unconsciousness. And they're all based on nerve clusters that modern medicine has confirmed. Let me explain the 12 critical pressure points. I won't show you exactly how to strike them, but I'll tell you why they work. Nerve damage, blood flow disruption. Your body has vulnerabilities, and ninjas memorized every single one. Training focused on precision over power. A precise strike to the correct point with 5 pounds of force is more effective than a wild punch with 50 pounds. This is science, not magic. And here's the controversial part. This was forbidden in samurai training. Why? Because it was considered dishonorable. Samurai valued face-to-face combat. Ninjas valued survival. I revealed this forbidden technique in my shorts. The link is in the description. Now you understand the science. But technique number 4 is where it gets psychological. Hollywood myth. Ninjas just fought physically. Brute force and weapons, no mental game. Just action and violence, the reality. The deadliest weapon ninjas had was fear. They left symbols, planted rumors, made enemies paranoid. By the time they attacked, their target was already defeated mentally. A terrified opponent makes mistakes, and ninjas exploited every single mistake. How did this work? They left calling cards to create fear. They conducted psychological operations before physical attacks. They used darkness and shadows, fear of the unknown, as a weapon. The ghost warrior reputation, that was intentional. Ninjas wanted their enemies to believe they were supernatural. A scared enemy is a sloppy enemy. Historical accounts document these psychological operations. Warlords would abandon fortresses just because they heard ninjas were coming. The battle was won before a single blade was drawn. But psychological warfare only works if you survive long enough to use it. Which brings us to technique number 5. Hollywood myth. Ninjas fight their way out. Dramatic final confrontations. Heroes stay to finish the job. It makes great cinema but terrible tactics. The reality. Real ninjas planned the escape before the attack. Multiple exit routes. Distractions ready. Escape wasn't plan B, it was part of plan A because a dead ninja can't complete the mission. Let me break down the planning process. Pre-mission reconnaissance. Every exit mapped. Every guard rotation memorized. Every potential obstacle identified. Then came diversions and decoys, smoke, fire, fake attacks in opposite directions. While enemies responded to the distraction, the ninja vanished. There was also the disappear in plain sight technique. Blend into crowds. Dress as peasants. Hide among the people you just terrorized. Counterintuitive but effective. Why did survival matter more than glory? Because ninjas were professionals, not heroes. Their job was completing missions, not dying dramatically. I covered the speed element of this in my shorts about why speed beats strength. Link in the description. So ninjas were patient, precise, and paranoid about survival. But what about their weapons? That's where Hollywood really got it wrong. Hollywood myth. Ninjas had exotic weapons. Throwing stars, chains, elaborate swords. Weapon mastery defines a ninja. Every movie ninja has a signature weapon. The reality, the best ninja weapon was your hands. Real ninjas rarely used swords, too noisy, too obvious. They used everyday objects, a rope, a stick, even dirt. Because the weapon doesn't make the warrior makes the weapon. Why were swords the last resort? Noise. Drawing a sword makes sound. Steel on steel makes sound. A blade cutting through air makes sound. Every sound is a risk. So what did they use? Improvised weapons. Rope for strangling. Dirt for blinding. Wooden sticks that looked harmless but were deadly in trained hands. These made no sound and aroused no suspicion. But most importantly, hands-only techniques. Your hands are always with you. They never break. They never make noise. They're more reliable than any equipment. This is the no-blade philosophy. I demonstrated this in my shorts about the strike that needs no blade. Link in the description. A ninja with no weapons was still deadly. A ninja with weapons was just deadlier. But the weapons were tools, not identities. And now, the technique that's still banned in modern martial arts, technique number 7. Hollywood myth. Honor in combat. Fair fights. Following rules. Dramatic duels where both fighters have equal chances. The reality. Ninjas targeted what samurai considered dishonorable. Knees, groin, throat, eyes. Not because they were cowards, because they were smart. This technique specifically targets the knee from behind. One strike, permanent crippling. And it's banned in every modern dojo because it's too effective. Why target dishonorable areas? Because they work. A strike to the knee destroys mobility. Your opponent's sword is useless when he can't stand. Your opponent's honor is useless when he's on the ground. The specific knee strike technique targets the joint from an angle it's not designed to withstand. I won't demonstrate exactly how, but I'll tell you it requires less than 10 pounds of force to cause permanent damage. Why is it banned? Because modern martial arts are sports. This technique ends careers, not just matches. It's too dangerous for any training environment. The philosophy behind it: survival over honor. Samurai lived by Bushido. Ninjas lived by results. When your mission is survival, honor is a luxury you can't afford. This is the technique that separated ninja from samurai. And it's why, in actual historical conflicts, ninjas often defeated samurai despite being dishonorable. This is real ninja combat, not Hollywood, not fantasy. Just brutal, effective warfare. So there you have it, 7 techniques Hollywood will never show you because they're too real, too simple, and too effective. Real ninjas didn't flip or spin, they studied, planned, struck precisely, and vanished. They were warriors, not performers. I post daily shorts breaking down ninja techniques at 11 p.m. Ghana time. If you want the real history, not Hollywood fantasy, subscribe to my channel. Links to all my shorts are in the description below. Comment and tell me which technique surprised you most. And next video, I'm revealing why samurai lost to ninjas coming next Sunday. Remember, the best technique is the one your enemy never sees coming. I'm Courage Spark, and I'll see you in the next part.